back into Amphibia, and yeah, super fun episode. We get some growth for Mayor. Kind of like he was in the beginning just the stereotypical. Oh, all I do is love money. I don't like the townspeople. I'm here because I have to be here, not because I want to be here, which was standard for cartoons. But he's grown. He's come to like be a good guy. Like he actually cares about the townspeople now, which is kind of cool. I wouldn't have expect that from him, but yeah, super fun. They wrote the robot out of this episode because it would have changed everything. How convenient. But yeah, but overall, I like the character development. I like where this is going. It kind of has an ending. Was it a bad ending? But they make a bad guy, and I don't know. When we get there, we'll discuss it. But we get in, and the mayor's walking around, and his little toady guy's like, hey, mayor, we can there's some potholes that need to be filled, but we have this extra money. We can, instead of doing that, let's spend it on a jacuzzi. And he's like, no, let's just fix the potholes. He's like, what in the world's going on? You've always wanted to do what's best for you. And he's like, you know what? This town I want to do what's right by the people. Someone's putting up a stand. He helps out. And the townsfolk are like, oh, wow, we really like the mayor. And he enjoys that good feeling of helping people. Like, I love it. Look at his face. That's such a sweet face. I love it. Newtopia sends an emissary, and they are going to talk about everything that went down at Toad Tower. I think it is kind of funny that she's sitting in his seat and he's sitting like in a little stool. And she's like, everything went down at Toad Tower. We've decided. And he's like, oh no, I'm in trouble. Oh, we're going to make you you're going to be the head of the Toad Tower. You're going to run it. Here's all this money to rebuild. And who's to say with all this extra money that you don't buy stuff for yourself? Like basically just wanting someone who's going to be corrupt. And this would have been his dream come true. But he's like, so what happens if I don't do it? Like, oh, we'll just throw you in a dungeon. But, that's just a hypothetical. So Toadie's like, what in the world? Why would you even ask that question? We want this tower. Money, tower. We get the heck out of this stupid little town. This is everything we ever wanted. But look at him. He's looking at the townsfolk, and he's just thinking about, I kind of like this town. I like doing what's right by these people. They've become like I'm part of this town. So Toadie's like, you know what? Stop talking that crazy talk. I'm going to go pack all your stuff. We're leaving when it's time to go. And comes in, and she's like, hey, we got to talk about these parking tickets. The whole stack of them. Then I thought this was really awesome that the mayor just opens up to Anne. Like instantly. He doesn't beat around the bush. He doesn't like make an inference, like, try to make it sound like, oh, someone else's problem. No, he just opens up about his feelings. He's like, hey, Anne, have you ever gotten your dream and then when you got it, you felt like it's you don't want it anymore? He's like, and he like just lays it all out there. He's like, hey, I've been appointed to leave this town to go to this, to be the head of Toad Tower, but I don't want to leave this town. And look at the sweet little Anne. She just smiles. Oh my God, Anne is so sweet. She's like, because you love this town more than you thought you did. And that's a good thing. You care about it. She's like, what can I do? How do I get out of this, Anne? And Anne gives him the worst advice ever. Please, please do not do this. She's like, oh, if my mom ever asked me to do something, I would do such a terrible job, she wouldn't ask me to do it. So if you just prove to them that you're incompetent and you're horrible at your job, they won't have you run Toad Tower. It's like, why would you do that? That is such a terrible way to get out of something. But he's like, oh, you're going to help me, right? He's like, no, I don't want to help you. It's not going to work. It's like, oh, Anne, please, you're the most incompetent person I know. And then he makes his face. I mean, look at this face. She's like, fine, whatever. Don't make that face anymore. And I'll help you. We get some sneaky people who are watching, like, who are these people? Like, something's going down. But she's like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to prove that you're a coward, and we're going to prove that you're incompetent. And that's the way we're going to get you out of this. And then the third option was the Burninator. Does anyone remember that? Oh my goodness. The Homestar Runner. Such a long time ago. But yes, the Burninator. Then they bring up the question that I was going to bring up, because they're going to have to explain this in every single episode. Where's Frobo and Marcy? Oh, she's studying him. So they're just like in an outhouse and she's studying them. You'll see why that would be an issue coming up later in the episode. But like, okay, we're gonna prove that you're a coward. So the mayor's walking around with the deputy from Newtopia. they're showing off the farmer's market, and in Sprig pretend to be bandits. And the mayor's like, oh no, I'm just a coward, I can't help. And he's out hiding. Then of course the townsfolk jump in and beat him up, and they find out that it's Ann and Sprig. Like, why would you rob your own stand? And he's like, "Ooh, look, I proved that I was a coward. Oh, Mayor, you were so smart to distract those bandits while the other people came in. Oh, you're the right man for the job." So even though he's trying to be bad at his job, it's working out to show that he's like smarter. Then they're gonna show that he's stupid. So he built these fences to stop these moles, but these moles they go underground. So they heard these moles are going to town. They start breaking everything. He tries to pretend to be a coward. He knocks all the moles out. It's very whack-a-mole. Like, it even makes the same noises. And they're like, oh, wow, you did such a great job, and you're so strong. You're the perfect man for the job. It's like, well, I guess I got to take the job. They're getting ready to go. And little toady guy's getting ready. He got all his luggage and stuff. And she's like, what are you talking about? You're not going to be the deputy there. It's going to be me. So he's sad. And then the mayor's like, you know what? I got something to tell you. I like the fact that he's like, I don't even care if I go to jail. He's like, oh, that's so interesting. And she like gets her guards to like come stand by. Like, yeah, you're going to get it. You say something really stupid, you're going to get it. Before he basically tells her to, go kick rocks, they get attacked by toads. Remember the toads that were at the tower? That bog guy? He's back. So he's back to attack the town, and he's going to burn it down unless you give all your valuables. And since they lost the tower, they have nothing. So I do like how the mayor's like, you know what? I'm going to do what I do best. I'm going to lie to a whole bunch of people. he goes up there and he's like, hey, you're thinking so small. Why would you attack a silly little town like this? If you come work with me, you can be my second in command at Toad Tower. And he's like, what? He's like, you don't want to stay here? He's like, no, this town sucks. These people are terrible. I can't wait to get out of here. Shows him all the money. He slams the lid on his head, and boom, they start their little snake attack. I love all the tongue lashings. That's super funny. See, this is if Frobo was there, he would have just killed everybody. Like, everyone would be dead. So they had to give up a reason why Frobo wasn't there. They fight him back, and they kind of beat everyone. They tie everyone up, and then the mayor's like, okay, I guess not. I gotta go. The deputy mayor, the Newtopia emissary lady's like, you know what? You're not the right man for the job. I need someone who's ruthless and doesn't have a heart, and your heart's too big, and that we can't have that. So she hires the bog guy to run Toad Tower. And that's when General Grime was the head of Toad Tower, and he's like, oh, I'm going to make him look like a cupcake compared to what I'm going to do to you guys. So what kind of ending is that? Even though he did all these good things for the people, like, he made it worse. So even he Anne's like, this is like the worst thing that could have happened. Like, we're gonna have a guy who we literally just beat up, who hates our guts, is gonna be like the head general guy over us. You think Newtopia would have been? I don't know. Doesn't Marcy see? Marcy wasn't there either. Like, she could have said something. I think they just conveniently took her out of the picture just so this could happen, because I'm pretty sure Marcy would have been like, oh no, this guy cannot be the head of Toad Tower, and she has sway with the emperor, the king. So I don't know. Very interesting. I'm hoping this bog guy, I'm not expecting a good guy out of him, but maybe he sees that it's more important to defend, the Amphibia people than it is to just screw with the people of Wartward. I don't know. But yeah, pretty fun episode. I'm glad the mayor is becoming a good dude, because even though he's kind of a coward and he's big, he's a toad. He's a lot bigger than the frog, so he can actually fight if he put his mind to it. But yeah, super cool. I didn't like the fact that they just, got Frobo and Marcy out of the picture just so this plot can happen. But yeah, pretty decent. Like the character development. Moving along, want to finish this up. I don't know if you look at my posts, but I'm on this is me from the past talking to the future, but I'm on a business trip for my work. So this is going to be scheduled to come out probably Wednesday. But yeah, definitely keep watching, guys. Keep sharing, do all that fun stuff. And yeah, back to more reviews. Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on the video really helps out a lot. It gets the video spread around more people get to see the videos, and we get to make more videos for you guys. So thank you, and we appreciate every single one of you guys.